Hello, I'm Dr. Linda Vermette, and I'm the instructor for this section of UF300 Transitional Foundations. I'd like to welcome you to the course and let you know that I am available to help you. However, I've noticed that one of the obstacles that many students face is that they get intimidated by navigating through a course on Blackboard. So I thought I would put this brief video together that would actually walk through the course as it's set up and help you to understand and learn where different items are. If you still have problems after looking at this, don't hesitate to call. My phone number is available, and I'll show you where that is too. So let's just start off with general information. When you open up the course window, you will find that you open up to announcements. So, for example, if you haven't already, you should be receiving the very first welcoming announcement to the course. And I go over, basic information about the course and the things that we'll be doing and how it is structured, and welcome you to the whole concept of what UF300 is about and how it interfaces with global leadership. I also identify the names of the textbooks that you'll be using. But that's also over here. Now, one of the important things when you're learning to navigate your course is that you pay very particular attention to this ribbon on the left-hand side. And it's a ribbon of buttons. The first is faculty information, and if you click on that, it provides you with basic information about me, how you can get in touch with me, when you can get in touch with me more readily, and it also gives you my email. I'm more than welcome you to call my home, but if I'm not there, please make sure you leave a clear message with your name and phone number and why you're calling, so that I know exactly, I can be prepared for returning your call. So you need to tell me what your course is, which course you're taking. It also gives you here a brief introduction to my educational background and some of my interests. Moving on, we already talked about announcements. If you click on syllabus and schedule, you will find that the course schedule is here, and that is a downloadable document. All documents, all assignments must be done in Word so that we can all open up each other's work. So this is a Word document. You can download it, you can print it, and it gives you information as to the module, what the topic for the module is, what the assignments are, and when they are due. But there's more information about that each week too. There's also the general syllabus. Now, it's important that you read these documents, first of all, because you're going to have a little syllabus quiz. And you have to get 100% on your syllabus quiz. I have the course set up in such a way that until you get 100% on that quiz, you cannot access the rest of the materials in the course. So in order to do your assignments and get them in on time, you have to do the syllabus quiz first, and you have to get 100%. You can take it as many times as you need, but you need to meet that criteria. You'll also find very specific information about your textbook, and we are using leadership in this class, exploring leadership, but we're not going to be reading half the sky. There's more information about the textbook we will be reading, which is the campus read for this year, and so it will be, I believe it's called PK2, The Odyssey of a Monk's Seal. When you go down, there's also information about required technology, and you must have a working computer and access to good internet service if you're going to succeed in an online class. Please read these documents here so that you have an understanding of exactly what is required, because I will not accept that, the dog ate my computer kind of a thing as an excuse for not having your assignment. If you run into provider service issues, there are a lot of places where you can go to get free internet service, such as a library, which also will let you use computers. And you can go to your friendly McDonald's or Starbucks. Many bookstores all have free internet. If you run into problems with a computer, you can go into computer labs on campus, or once again, you can access the public library. Okay. Now here's the meat of the course, and that's the assignments and the modules. So you will find them each week, and we'll go through a simple one in a moment, but I wanted to bring your attention to the Getting Started one. The Getting Started one gives you a whole bunch of very important information about how to navigate through the course. It gives you information about reading the syllabus and online support. You have wonderful online support at Boise State through the Zone, and so you really need to take advantage of that. I'm not an IT technician, so if you're having trouble with accessing something that is due to a technical issue, I'm not the person to go to. You really need to take advantage of the Zone, and so become aware of what their hours are. Going back to the other modules, you will find that there is also a brief introduction to how to use breadcrumbs in Blackboard, which saves you a lot of time when you're navigating through. So let's take a look at our first course module. You'll see that you have a chart at the outside of the folder, and that chart tells you that during the week, on Monday, these things are required, Wednesday and Sunday, these things are required. So it tells you the dates that they are due. I may change dates throughout the semester, but I try to keep them very, very consistent so that your first primary post for your discussion board, for example, is always due at 11:59 p.m. on Wednesdays. And then you have to have your 2 response posts to other students done by 11:59 on Fridays. Those are always consistent. Okay. So I'm going to open up Module 2 because that's a more expansive module, and you'll see just about everything that you need to see in that example. The first thing that you'll notice is that there's an introduction and a checklist. So if you click on that, it will give you an overview of what you're going to learn in this module, and it once again will give you a very detailed definition of what you will be reading that week or what videos you need to watch. And there are many places where you can get to them. So let's go up to the breadcrumbs, click on 2 again, and now we can go back and take a look at what reading there is for assigned chapters and supplemental articles. For the first week, I'm not going to be doing this. Like I said, we're not using Half the Sky. But what we will be using is the KP2 book, and I will provide some information for you on that. And I try and give you at least 1 chapter as a PDF, which is legal for me to do, so that you have some time to get the book. There should be a lot of used books of that. Here you have some information about 21st century skills. You also have information about digication because we will be doing e-portfolios, and you have another reading to do on leadership in the military. So this is a good example of a folder that includes your readings. Okay. Going back up to the breadcrumbs for Module 2, we can now navigate down to the videos that we will be watching. And for this first module, we will be watching several. They have to do with the campus read, and they also have to do with a list about concept map tools, because you will be doing concept maps as one of your first assignments. So you'll find here that there's some links, a live link to something on the web that will provide you with background information that clarifies how to use the tools. You also will have a video that accesses information about how to make a tool, how to use a tool to make a concept map. And then we also start getting into e-portfolio information. And as I said, you will be creating an e-portfolio using a program called Digication. So you will have to be able to open up a Digication account and do some other assignments that are related specifically to Digication. And you have access to Barbara Schroeder on campus with the University Foundations program, who is an expert in Digication, but also students that are assistants at the zone have been trained to help you with this. We also have over here on the side a vast amount of information about Digication and a listing of different Digication resources that will help you to put your folder together. So there are different step-by-step procedures that you need to follow and very quick videos on how to do this. So it really can seem a little bit overpowering in the beginning, but the actual creation of that e-portfolio is something that will help you not only through college, but after you graduate in your professional field. Because as long as you graduate from Boise State, this is available to you. So it's a lifelong endeavor, okay? A lifelong commitment on the part of the university to you, okay? So that pretty much takes care of that assignment. What you will find is that there are other things that are in the modules too. So if we look into Module 1 as an example, and you have assignments, you have a discussion board. And your discussion board is accessed very clearly through that folder, and you are able to access the thread and create a thread. Now when you come in, if you're the first student, this is going to be empty. So make sure that you click Create a Thread so that you can start the module threads. And then everyone who comes after you creates their own thread. But if they want to respond to you within your thread, there's a little reply button that they work through. Okay. We've already looked at e-portfolios. The other part that I want you to take a look at is groups. You will be assigned to groups in this course, and that will take place within the next 2 weeks. You will be told what group you're in, and so when you click on groups on your side as a student, only one group will come up. And when you click on that, it will consist of the names of your members, and then it will allow you to email just your members, take part in a discussion board with just your members, do a blog with just your group members, send documents back and forth, because you're going to have a group project that you do electronically as a group. So you'll be working with within this part of the program quite a bit. We also have library resources. Within a few weeks, you will see that this particular area will have additional information in it, because the librarians from Boise State have a series of videos and assignments for you to do for one of our modules. But I don't believe that's until like the 5th week of the module. So we've got plenty of time to go over that. No hurry. And then of course there are your course resources that you have as a student that take a look at all of the materials that I have. You will find that there's a rubric for every assignment, and it will be made available to you. And then once again, there's Blackboard help and the ability to send emails, and you can always check your grades in the My Grades portion. So that's a quick look at how we have organized in this class. I hope that it has been helpful to you. I look forward to having you as a member of the class, and hope that you have a very good experience and enjoy UF300. Have a great day, and if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to call. Thank you.